Don't know when I've been so blue. Don't know what's come over you. You found someone new. Don't it make my brown eyes blue? I'll be fine when you're gone. I'll just cry all night long. Say it isn't true. Don't it make my brown eyes blue? Tell me no secrets, tell me some lies. Give me no reasons, give me alibis. Tell me you love me, don't let me cry. Say anything, but don't say goodbye. I didn't mean to treat you bad. Didn't know just what I had. But honey, now I do. Don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes blue? Stumbled on the side of 12 misty mountains, with my heart heavy and my soul lay bare. I've seen the darkness that lies within man. I've tasted the bitterness of despair. But I'll keep on moving one step at a time. Keep on fighting till the end of the line. For the road is long and the journey is rough. But I'll keep on going till I've had enough. I've walked through the valley of death and destruction, with my eyes fixed on the light that's ahead. I heard the thunder, felt the rain, but I've never given up, oh, I've never fled. But I'll keep on moving one step at a time. I'll keep on fighting till the end of the line. For the road is long and the journey is rough. But I'll keep on going till I've had enough. Well, I've met many people on this long road, some kind and some cruel as people can be. I've learned to trust my instincts, trust my intuition, for they've never once betrayed me. But I'll keep on moving one step at a time, and I'll keep on fighting till the end of the line. For the road is long and the journey is rough. But I'll keep on going till I've had enough. I've stumbled and fallen more times than can be counted, but I've always gotten back up again. For I know that the path I'm on is the right one, and I'll keep on walking till the very end. How about I'll keep on moving one step at a time, and I'll keep on fighting till the end of the line. For the road is long and the journey is rough, but I'll keep on going till I've had enough. There is a town in North Ontario with dream, comfort, memory to spare. And in my mind I still need a place to go. All my changes were there. Blue windows behind the stars, yellow moon on the rise, big birds flying across the sky, throwing shadows on our eyes. Leave us helpless, helpless, helpless. Baby, can you hear me now? The chains are locked and tied across the door. Baby, sing with me somehow. Blue windows behind the stars, yellow moon on the rise, big birds flying across the sky, throwing shadows on our eyes. And leave us helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. In the early morning rain, with $1 in my hand and an aching in my heart, and my pocket's full of sand. I'm a long way from home, and I miss my loved ones so. In the early morning rain, with no place to go, out on runway number 9, big 707 set to go. But I'm out here on the grass, where the pavement never grows. Well, the liquor tasted good, and the women all were fast. Well, there she goes, my friend. She's rolling down at last. Hear the mighty engines roar, see the silver rings on high. She's away and westward bound, far above the clouds she flies, where the morning rain don't fall, and the sun always shines. She'll be flying over my home in about 3 hours' time. This old airport's got me down, it's no earthly good to me, 'cause I'm stuck here on the ground, cold and drunk as I might be. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train, so I'd best be on my way in the early morning rain. So I'd best be on my way in the early morning rain. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Slow down, you're moving too fast. You gotta make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. What you knowin'? I've come to watch your flowers growin'. Ain't you got no rhythms for me? Do 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 do, feeling groovy. Ba da 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 da, feeling groovy. Got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep now. Let the morning drop its petals on me. Life, I love you, and all is groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, I'm feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. A little bit of Simon and Garfunkel, or in my case, Rob and Rob. But anyways, we're doing, let me take that reverb off. We're doing Tuesday Live, testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to get my sound together for my big live shows I have coming up over the next
the next couple weeks, actually month. I think I've got a show on this Saturday night. I'm playing for a private event at the University of Waterloo. Quite excited about that. They get about 500 people in there. Of course, they're all there for a dinner and an event. They're not really coming there to listen to me, but I provide a little bit of background music, so I'm looking forward to that. Just trying to get everything organized. So practicing up some tunes, and I thought, well, I'll share some of them with you tonight. And see, we've got some folks checking in. I saw Hetty giving me the thumbs up a little there earlier on. Thanks. Great to see you here tonight, Hetty. And we've got our good friend Kathy from Elmira checking in as well. I know the folks that thought I'd do this. How do I do this? There we go. I thought I'd do this for the folks at home who are watching on YouTube who don't always get to see the comments, which is kind of fun. I can pop up on the screen, and people like my mom who watch on YouTube and don't get all the comments, especially the Facebook comments. They can see them here when I pop them up on screen, for some of them anyways. And our good friend Danny Lamontagne, we had Kathy King there, and Daddy Lamontagne from up on the Bruce. Great to see you tonight, Danny, and our good friend and photographer Stan McRae down in the Seaway Valley. Had some rough weather down there, I guess. We had some storms blow through southern Ontario here, but I know you've also had some tornado warnings yesterday, which is never something you want to see, particularly this early in the year. I don't remember, like when we were kids growing up in eastern Ontario, I don't remember there being tornado warnings hardly ever, but I guess the odd one blows through, but things are changing, I guess. That's what we've got to look forward to, I guess. But anyways, thanks so much for tuning in tonight. This is Tuesday Live. My name is Rob Witherspoon, in case you are watching for the very first time. And if you are, say hello in the comments. Always nice to see some new viewers in there, as well as the some of our regular viewers as well. And I always like to say hello to all the folks who do watch it after the fact, because we get to get a good crowd in here on a live on a Tuesday night. It depends how many people, what the weather's like outside, and that sort of thing. It's quite a nice night here tonight, actually. So I imagine people might be out, gardening, walking, feeding the mosquitoes, sort of thing. But I know we get somewhere in the neighborhood of 15, 20, even up towards 30 sometimes live viewers, which is always fun. But a lot of folks watch it after the fact too, which is kind of cool. I know my good friend down in Brockville, Lou, watches it on a regular basis. He always comments after, and Chris who's often here live, but I don't think Chris is here yet tonight, pops in as well. And there we've got Dorothy and Ross checking in from down the Seaway Valley as well. Thanks for being here tonight, Ross and Dorothy. Love everybody who's out there watching the show. We really appreciate it. And we're coming to the end of the second season. As we started last year after the epic first season, which went for about 3 years, or was it 2 years? 2 years, I guess. 2 years, 3 years. 3 years, I don't know. 2 years, 3 years. 3 years. I guess we ran into 23. And then we started the second season. We took the summer off last summer, and we're going to do the same thing this year. We're going to take some time off in the summer, maybe run up to the end of June here. A few more shows, and then we'll take some time off. Let Stan collect some more of his pictures. Of course, he does a pretty good job each from week to week, but also work on some tunes. And I will be touring around a little bit in the summer. I'm going to be down in the Seaway Valley, down in eastern Ontario. I'm playing, I think, towards the end of July. I'll get the exact date out there. It's, I think, sort of towards the last Saturday. I think it's the last Saturday in July, if I'm not mistaken. At Putty McGilvery's out on the Post Road there. I think Putty's bringing back his charity pig roast, Putty's Pig Roast, big event in Long Sault and surrounding area. So if you're in that area, put that in your calendar. Make sure you're around. I'm going to be playing there. I think there'll be some other folks playing as well. So looking forward to that. And actually, if you're in this part of the world, up around Waterloo region, I'm going to be playing June 21st at Block 3 Brewery in St. Jacobs as well. With I think Neil Old's going to join me there. I'm going to be opening up for Neil Old, so that's going to be kind of fun as well. So hope you can make it. If out to either of those events, or if not, pop in on Tuesday night. That's why I'm here, Tuesday night, to watch to see what's going on. But anyways, let's keep the show rolling here. We've got a great show ahead. We've got all the regular cast members doing some tunes, and we've got Stan's picks, of course, and I'll be doing some tunes in between. And see Catherine checking in as well. Thanks for checking in, Catherine. Good to see you here tonight. Missed you last week, but you can always watch it after the fact. In fact, there's somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 plus episodes. Most of them are on YouTube. I think that's the best way to find them. You might be able to find them on Facebook. I think it's harder on Facebook. But on YouTube, if you go to the Tuesday Live channel, I think Rob Spoon Music might be under on YouTube. You can go back under the live listing there, and you'll find almost all 200 plus episodes, and quite fun to watch those. I go back and watch them once in a while just to remember what I did over the last few years. But anyways, thanks so much for tuning in tonight, folks. And let's kick it over to our good friend Willy Witherspoon. Cousin Willie, I'm not sure where exactly he is, but he's out somewhere on the road wandering about and playing some music. And let's see what Willie's got for us tonight. She comes from Silver Spoon, Golden Rule, private school, never miss Sunday church. I come from blue collar, low dollar, out here where concrete meets old red dirt. And I don't know what happened, but it sure don't add up on paper. But when I close my eyes late at night, you can bet I thank my maker. She keeps on loving me, loves me the way I am. She's not just along for the ride, she's my biggest fan. And it's a little piece of heaven when we lay down at night. She keeps on loving me, and I keep on wondering why. She's got a wicked smile, angel eyes, every guy wants to hold her close. She's as pretty as sin, like the sun sinking down on a California coast. She keeps on loving me, loves me the way I am. She's not just along for the ride, she's my biggest fan. And it's a little piece of heaven when we lay down at night. She keeps on loving me, and I keep on wondering why. Don't know what happened, but it sure don't add up on paper. But as long as she lets me, I'll take her wherever she wants me to take her. Oh, she keeps on loving me, loves me the way I am. She's not just along for the ride, she's my biggest fan. And it's a little piece of heaven when we lay down at night. She keeps on loving me, and I keep on wondering why. She keeps on loving me, and I keep on wondering why. Miles from Arkadelphia, right near the Texas border. Traffic was stopped at a railway crossing. I took it to the shoulder. Stoked the cattle, I put it to the
shook that gravel loose. I miss a train, but I was happy with a glimpse of the caboose. 'Cause I like trains, I like fast trains, I like trains that call out through the rain. I like trains, I like sad trains, I like trains that whisper your name. I was born on a Greyhound bus. My mama was a diesel engine. They tried to put me behind the wheel, but I wouldn't let them. Should have seen the look in their eyes and how it turned to tears when I finally told them I wanna be an engineer. 'Cause I like trains, I like fast trains, I like trains that call out through the rain. I like trains, I like sad trains, I like trains that whisper your name. Someone new, but darling, that ain't true. 'Cause I could never love another woman besides you. I ain't some dewy-eyed darling, it's gonna drive you insane. But anymore I'd be listening for the sound of a big old train. 'Cause I like trains, I like fast trains, I like trains that call out through the rain. I like trains, I like sad trains, I like trains that whisper your name. I like trains. Great Fred Eaglesmith song. I know a lot of Fred Eaglesmith folks out there, like Ron Perkins. I know he's a big Fred Eaglesmith fan who checked in. Hey, Ron, good to see you tonight. And I saw Chris checking in from up in Huntsville. Chris, thanks for tuning in. Good to see you here. And Peter from up in Arnprior. We got folks from all across this beautiful province and country as well, too. I know Jim and Lynn are off, and I always forget to mention Jim and Lynn. They're YouTube big screen watchers out on Vancouver Island, regular viewers, and they often pop into our after party as well after the show. So that's a great tune by Fred Eaglesmith. And I noticed, I saw recently Fred's out touring again. He hasn't been out for a while. Fred's one of my favorite Ontario-based singer-songwriters. Been around for a long time. But I noticed he's out touring about, and I think I saw him actually just today. Somebody posted, I think it was actually Stan McRae posted that Ottawa, what's that sort of fall folk festival thing they have in Ottawa? Folk Fest or something like that, or folk, it's got some name like that anyways. But they got a great lineup there, including Fred Eaglesmith and also Jason Isbell. That's going to be a great show, and a bunch of other great artists too. So might be worth a trip to Ottawa for that one. But anyways, let's, I don't know if you've been watching the show the last few weeks, but our resident folk singer, Rob Dylan, he, I guess, when he played Hard Rain's Gonna Fall, it's Brother Bob's tune. Yeah, Ottawa City Folk, that's called. Thanks, Stan. Ottawa City Folk. Check that out. Great festival in Ottawa. It's in September. In September. But, Rob Dylan's been working on this, or taking on this project. I guess he read an interview somewhere or heard that his brother Bob said when he wrote Hard Rain's Gonna Fall that it was actually a bunch of kind of first lines from songs that he didn't think he was ever going to get around to writing that he included in that song. And so our folk singer here, Rob Dylan, he's decided he's going to take the first lines from that song and write songs. And he's already on the third.
he's not exactly doing them in perfect order, but pretty close. I think he's still in the first verse, and tonight I think he's got, is it, I don't know, 12 this is the Sad Forests, 7 Sad Forests. It's an alliteration. 7 Sad Forests. And it's a great tune, actually. I heard him working on it earlier today, and I think he's done a pretty good job with this. Let's send it out to Rob Dylan with 7 Sad Forests. Stepped in the middle of 7 sad forests, lost to the mists of the wild wilderness. No path to follow, no place to turn, alone and forlorn as a morning dove bird. And I see north wind snakes through the treetops, leaves leaving life land at my feet. Cover the ground, mute all the sorrow, sadness, the trees, the only sound. 7 sad forests join in the chorus, the millions of trees condemned to the flames. Keep on burning, keep on earning, judgment is coming on the wind and the rain. Stand in the middle of 7 sad forests, watching life just pass me by. Face to the ground, heart to the sky. My feet may be planted, but I never take root. And stumbled in the middle of 7 sad forests, feet tangled in brush, thorns tearing my skin. Justice in this world, no reason for suffering, the price to be paid for the progress of man. 7 sad forests join in the chorus, millions of trees condemned to the flames. Keep on burning, keep on earning, judgment is coming on the wind and the rain. Beauty all around me if I open my eyes. There's truth buried deep under all of these lies. But it won't set me free, it just helps me move on. 7 sad forests raise my voice up in song. 7 sad forests join in the chorus, the millions of trees condemned to the flames. Keep on burning, keep on earning, judgment is coming on the wind and the rain. 7 sad forests join in the chorus of the millions of trees condemned to the flames. Keep on burning, keep on earning, judgment is coming on the wind and the rain. Childhood living is easy to do. The things you wanted, I bought them for you. Great
let you slip from my hand. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild, wild horses will ride them someday. I'd watched you suffer a dull aching pain. But now you've decided to show me the same. No sweeping exits, bright stage lights could make me feel bitter, treat you unkind. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild, wild horses will ride them someday. I known you dream you a sin and a lie. Well, I've had my freedom, but I don't have much time. Faith has been broken, and tears must be cried. Let's do some living after we die. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild, wild horses will ride them someday. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild, wild horses will ride them someday. That's a great tune. Probably best known as a Rolling Stones tune, which of course it is. I think the Rolling Stones wrote it. But it has an interesting story that I actually heard it first, and my version is certainly more influenced by the version of the Flying Burrito Brothers, which, oh boy, I should write these things down because I always forget the names. But the Rolling Stones sent that song before it was, sort of a demo tape of it, before they recorded it, to
to the steel guitar player who played with the Flying Burrito Brothers. Graham Parsons played with the Flying Burrito Brothers, but I don't think he was the steel player. Maybe Richie Furry? No, I'm not sure. Anyways, I think he played with that band. I'm not sure if he was a steel guitar player, but you know that steel guitar, kind of that great country kind of sliding sound, if you're not familiar with the steel guitar. But and I guess they wanted him to play some steel guitar on the Stones version, and so sent him kind of a demo copy. And I think they asked the Stones if they could record it. So the Flying Burrito Brothers actually recorded Wild Horses and released it actually before the Rolling Stones released it, which was kind of cool. That something like that would happen, and I really enjoy that sort of that. It's a little bit more kind of a country rock version that the Flying Burrito Brothers do, but if you have a streaming service, or you probably can find it on YouTube, check it out, the Flying Burrito Brothers version of Wild Horses. It's quite different from the Rolling Stones. Listen to it back to back with the Rolling Stones versions. It's kind of fun. But anyways, let's what do we got now? We got Stan's picks coming up here. So I'm not sure what song am I doing after Stan's picks. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. Oh, a bit of reverb there. Let's kick it over to Stan. We have Stan. For those of you, if you're a first-time viewer, you're in for a real treat. And if you're a 200 and something time viewer, you're in for a real treat too, because Stan always does awesome photos for us. A mix. It's we call Stan a nature photographer, and certainly the vast majority of the images that Stan captures and shares with us are of birds and other mammals and all sorts of reptiles, amphibians, all along down through Eastern Ontario along the St. Lawrence River. But he also shoots a lot of great landscape shots, ships moving up and down the river, aircraft, motorcyclists, cyclists, people doing stuff around Eastern Ontario. The Raisin River Canoe Race. You might have seen the Great Raisin River Race. We had that earlier in the year. Stan's always just seeing what's going on around him and recording it with his camera and sharing it with us, and we're eternally grateful that he does it each week. So thanks, Stan, for sending these in, and let's take a look and see what Stan has for us this week. Take it away, Stan. Sundown in the Paris of the prairie, wheat canes of all their treasures buried, and all you hear are the rusty breezes pushing around weather vane Jesus. In a Zippo lighter, he sees a killer's face. Or maybe it's someone standing in a killer's place. 20 years for nothing, well, that's nothing new. Besides, no one's interested in something you didn't do. We kings and pretty things, let's just see what the morning brings. There's a dream he dreams where the high school is dead and stark. It's a museum and we're all locked up in it after dark. The walls are lined all yellow, gray and sinister, hung with pictures of our parents, prime ministers. We kings and pretty things, wait and see what tomorrow brings. Late breaking story on the CBC. A nation whispers, we always thought that he'd go free. And you can't be fond of living in the past, 'cause if you are, then there's no way that you're gonna last. We kings and pretty things, wait and see what tomorrow brings. We kings and pretty things, that's what tomorrow brings. We Kings, what a great tune that is. Take the reverb off, you don't need all that echo when I'm just talking. But that's a great tune. Thanks, Danny, for the kind comments. That is a great tune by the Tragically Hip, the great Kingston band, which sadly sort of dissociated when they lost their great leader a few years back. That was very sad. But awesome pictures there, Stan. Always amazing pictures. Those owls are fantastic. Stan has an owl box out in Stan's woods there, Stan and Sue's woods, and he's been able to attract owls to it on a regular basis. And of course, Stan photographs them and gets some fantastic owl pictures. Always appreciate sharing those ones and seeing the latest hatchlings. Boy, they sure grow quick, don't they? Those birds, those owls. And I saw Barb Lalone checking in. Hey, Barb, good to see you tonight. Checking in, watching the show, clapping. Thank you so much. everybody who does comment or is just watching the show, certainly appreciate it. Everyone out there that's checking us out. We have Robbie O'Spoon here from coming up next on the program from Dublin, Ontario. I'm not sure what Robbie's up to. He's might be into the Guinness, who knows? But let's turn it over to out to Dublin, Ontario, and take it out to our buddy Robbie O'Spoon. Take it away, Robbie. Well, hello everybody there. It's Robbie O'Spoon here, and I got a tune for you. I forgot my guitar. I'm down here at the Lickbo store parking lot, and well, I thought I'd do a little a cappella song there. It's called The Humor of Whiskey. So I hope you like it. I need a note here. Let your quacks and newspapers be cutting their capers and curing the vapors, the scratch and the gout. With their medical potions, their pills and their lotions, upholding their notions, they're mighty put out. Who can tell the true physic of all things pathetic, and pitch to the devil cramp, colic, and spleen? Oh, you'll find them, I think, if you take a big drink, with your mouth to the brink of a jug of poutine. Then stick to the crater, the best thing in nature, for sinking your sorrows and raising your joys. Oh, what botherations, no bolt to the nations, can bring consolation like poteen, me boys. No liquid cosmetic to lovers athletic, or ladies pathetic, can bring such a bloom as the sweet by the powers to the garden of flowers never brought its own powers such a darling perfume. And this liquid so rare, if you're willing to share, to be taking your hair when it's grizzled and dead. Oh, the sod has the merit to yield the true spirit, so strong it'll shake all the hairs from your head. Then stick to the crater, the best thing in nature, for sinking your sorrows and raising your joys. Oh, since its perfection, no doctor's direction can cleanse the complexion like poteen, me boys. As a child in me cradle, the nurse from her ladle was swilling her mouth with the notion of pep. When a drop from her bottle fell into me throttle, I capered and scrambled right out of her lap. On the floor I lay crawling and screaming and bawling, till father and mother soon came to the fore. Conceived I lay dying, all wailing and crying. They found I was only a crying for more. Then stick to the crater, the best thing in nature, for sinking your sorrows and raising your joys. Oh Lord, how I'd chuckle if babes in their truckle could only be suckled on poteen, me boys. Through youthful digressions and times of depression, my childhood impressions still clung to me mind. In school and in college, the basis of knowledge I never could gulp with whiskey combined. Now an older I'm growing, time's ever bestowing on Aaron's potation a flavor so fine. And howe'er they may lecture on Jove and his nectar, itself is the only true liquid divine. Then stick to the crater, the best thing in nature, for sinking your sorrows and raising your joys. Oh Lord, it's the right thing for courting and fighting. There's not so exciting as poteen, me boys. Come guess me this riddle, what beats pipes and fiddle? What's hotter than mustard and milder than cream? What best wets your whistle? What's clearer than crystal, smoother than honey, and stronger than steam? What'll make the dumb talk? What'll make the lame walk? The elixir of life and philosopher's stone. What helped Mr. Brunel to dig the Thames Tunnel? Wasn't it poteen, me boys, from old Ninnishown? Then stick to the crater, the best thing in nature, for sinking your sorrows and raising your joys. Oh Lord knows I wonder if lightning and thunder was made from the plunder of poteen, me boys.
and I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? And darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. Longer than that, I hope. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23 or 63. About how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just the touch of hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day, and I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. And I'm thinking out loud, and maybe we found love right where we are. There's all but gone, and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name. When my hands don't play the strings the same way, I know you will still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow old, it's evergreen. Baby, your smile's forever in my mind and my memory. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways, and maybe it's all part of the plan. Well, I'll continue making the same mistake, hoping that you'll understand that, baby, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. Thinking out loud that, baby, we found love right where we are. Take me into your loving arms. Take me out of my beating heart. Take me into your loving arms. And I'm thinking out loud that, baby, we found love right where we are. We found love right where we are.
Well, that went somewhere. That was a fine job there by Robbie O'Spoon. That's for sure. And how are we doing for time? Oh, we're getting close there. We're getting close. We're coming up on the hour, folks. Get rid of that echo again. It's always tricky when you get a lot of things going. It's with this multi-rig here. That's why I have to practice. a lot to get ready for the big show. Every Tuesday I practice for the big Tuesday show too. That's for sure. I have people say, Rob, you've been doing this show for an awful long time, for since March 2020, and why do you keep doing it? And I said, actually nobody asked me that question. People probably wonder it, but I asked myself that question, why I keep doing it. It's because I enjoy it so much. I have a lot of fun playing around with the music. The technology sometimes, I don't know whether it's the sunspots or what's going on, but or maybe it's just the fact I have some live shows in front of big crowds of people coming up, and everything's getting a little kind of tense about it or something. I don't know, but I had a weird kind of ground loop thing. I don't know if any musicians out there, but I get this weird thing with my guitar. It just kind of comes and goes. I can't figure it out. I've switched things around, and I've switched chords, and I've took my guitar in to get it serviced, and can't figure it out, and it kind of goes away. It's not there right now, but it was a little earlier in the show I heard it a bit. It's just kind of a low buzz that gets on it, so I don't know what the problem is. If there's any technical experts out there, I don't see my buddy Steve Morris out there, who's my sound guy. I've been thinking of maybe calling him to see what's going on with that, but it's tricky, all this technology. Sometimes it's fun just taking the old guitar and playing around the campfire. That keeps it a lot simpler, doesn't it? But anyways, we've got Neil Old here and Lazy Horse have been working on a tune, and I want to get them into the show here as we're winding up in time. So let's turn it over to Neil Old and Lazy Horse, and I think they might have a special guest with them too. I'm not sure, but anyways, take it away, boys. Oh, the video file couldn't be played. Well, that's problematic, isn't it? Hold on, folks. Here we are. I talk about technical difficulties, and of course they pop up. Where is this? What happened to that? Why is that? It's an MP4. Okay, let's do this one. Sorry, folks. A little technical delay here. I think Lazy Horse couldn't make it. That's the problem. Lazy Horse was out in the pasture, but I think we got his sound here. So let's try this. Look out, mama, there's a white boat coming up the river with a big red beacon and a flag and a man on the rail. I think you better call John, 'cause it doesn't look like they're here to deliver the mail, and it's less than a mile away. I hope they didn't come to stay. It's got numbers on the side and a gun, and it's making big waves. Daddy's gone and my brother's out hunting in the mountain. Big John's been drinking since the river took Emmylou. So the powers that be left me here to do the thinking. And I just turned 22. I was wondering what to do. And the closer they got, the more those feelings grew.
His rifle in my hand felt reassuring. He told me red means run, son, the numbers add up to nothing. When the first shot hit the dock, I saw it coming. I raised the rifle to my eye. I never stopped to wonder why. Then I saw black and my face flashed in the sky. Shelter me from the powder and the finger. Cover me with the thought that pulled the trigger. Just think of me as one you never figured would fade away so young. Left so much undone. Remember me to my love, I know I'll miss her.
Well, that was awesome, Neil and Lazy and Willie out there on the fishing boat out there at the I think that was a Fisherman's Wharf, I think, down in Monterey somewhere there. Those guys gathered down there to do that too. And I'm glad we recalled that in. It was a long way to go to get that. I guess that was the problem. It was a long distance transmission we had to pick up there. But anyways, we got it anyways. I saw Putty McGilvery checking in as well. Good to see you, Putty. Put in a plug for Putty's Pig Roast. Hope the planning's going well with that. Cool thing down in Eastern Ontario I saw on the weekend. Jim Brownell. Anyone I won't get into too. We talk a lot about Eastern Ontario history and the Lost Villages at the after party because we have Dave Hill often attends the after party, and Dave's a big supporter of the Lost Villages and actually spent a few of his early years in Moulinette, one of the Lost Villages. But Jim Brownell's just written a book about touring around the Lost Villages, some of the sites. You can kind of see them where they've been flooded down there. So if you're thinking of a pretty easy road trip, if you're in Ontario anyways, down to Eastern Ontario, check out the Lost Villages. There's a little museum there, and you've got that guidebook you can pick up and go tour around and have a look at some of the things going on in Eastern, or at least where the Lost Villages were, some of the great history there. And there's also Upper Canada Village there, which has some of the pioneers things from that neck of the woods in the early parts of European exploration of Canada, as well as there's the Lost Villages Brewery, and they just released Jim Brown Ale, which looks like a fun beer commemorating Jim Brownell, the author. So that's kind of exciting. I'm going to head down there as soon as I can and check that. Hopefully there's still some in stock when I get there. Here's we're going to close it out tonight. Thanks so much, folks, for tuning in. Everybody who checked in, commented, hit the old heart button, a thumbs up button, shared the show. We appreciate everything you do. All the folks who support the show financially through our virtual tip jar or as a patron of the show. We appreciate everybody who supports us, helps to keep this technology kind of up to date and keeps things running. Appreciate it. And just folks watching too. It's great having a nice audience out there every week, and kind of fun doing this from my from my basement studio, but also hoping to get out on doing some live shows too. So hope you can join me for some of those if you're either here or down in Eastern Ontario a little later in the summer. Anyways, we're pushed it over the hour here. I usually do. I don't know. I always think I'm never going to have enough music, and then I have way too much. But thanks for tuning in. And don't forget, when you go out into the world, there's lots of things you can do out there, but the best thing to do is to, just love. Everybody needs a place to go, and everybody needs a way to know they're just loved. Why do we hurt the ones we love? Why don't we lift them up instead of putting them down and just love? 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up in a layer of clay. We've got to start washing it off someday with just love. We'll only be here for a very short time, to lie in the sun and sip sweet wine and just love. I'll be here and then be gone. Instead of harsh words and singing sad songs, let's just love. 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up in a layer of clay. We've got to start washing it off someday with just love. Just gonna do, and if you join with me, well then we would make two. We need more giving, less taken away. If we start right now, we'll get there someday to just love. You find it in your heart if you look deep enough. You find the only thing that we really need now, it's just love. Just love in a world full of hate. If we get started now, it won't be too late to just love. 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up in a layer of clay. We've got to start washing it off someday with just just love, just love, just love, just love. Love y'all. See you at the after party, or see you next week.